This is the brand new OnePlus 12 and I've been daily driving it for the past 4 days and I've only had to charge this one time so far. What's going on YouTube? This is JabberTech and today I'm going to give you my thoughts, my first impressions on the OnePlus 12 device. As I mentioned, I've been using this for the past 4 days and the battery life is just insane. One-time charge in 4 days, so if you're a lighter user or you have those lighter weekends, getting it through the entire weekend is not going to be an issue at all with this battery life. And you can see my usage here. My last charge was 1 day, 2 hours and 58 minutes ago, and I still have about 7 hours left on that 26%. So the battery life of this OnePlus 12 is something that's definitely going to be a champ. It's really going to get you through those heavier days, and if you're more on the lighter side or you have a lighter weekend like I did, 2-day battery life is what you can expect. But I'm going to go over a couple things that I like with this phone so far, and there's a lot to really like about it. And number one, of course, is the price, but I don't want to get caught up on the price because it's all about the user experience. It's all about how this phone makes you feel. So even though it is cheaper than most flagships out there with 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM, that should not be your only metric when it comes to purchasing a phone. It's all about how the phone makes you feel. To go over some of the specs, and this isn't going to be a spec-heavy video, again, this is just my first impressions on using the OnePlus device. It has the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. The screen is a massive 6.82-inch screen. Awesome battery once again, 5400 milliamp hour, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 32 megapixels is your front-facing shooter, and you have rear cameras at 50 megapixel, 48, and 64 megapixels. It's running Android 14, and I am a little bit shocked that it is only running the November 5th security update, but it is what it is. I'm not really hung up on security updates, but just to let you know, I think fresh out of the box, they probably should have started with the January patch. So some other impressions that I have about the OnePlus 12 device is just the overall feel of it. They did a nice job when it comes to a premium feeling phone, and I like this frosted matte black. This is the black edition, obviously. And it just looks really nice, really elegant, and it is very, very comfortable to hold. Now, although in most of my other videos of Android devices in the past, I've always said bring flat back, and I still stand by that. I much prefer a flat screen, but having a curved screen definitely is more comfortable in the hand and makes your phone a little bit more manageable, especially when you have a large 6.8-inch panel. I still stand by my statements, and I would like to see a flat screen. I'm willing to bet the OnePlus 13 is going to have a flat screen. But in any event, this is a very bright, very vibrant, very nice panel to look at that gets a maximum of 4,500 nits. So when I'm out and about in the day, no problems viewing what's on my screen. So OnePlus, you did a really nice job, and it does go down to 1 Hz to save battery, and it also goes up to 120. So for those times when you need that extra refresh rate, this is definitely going to kick in. And again, that battery is going to stand by that refresh rate and let you do what you need to do for the longest amount of time. When it is time to charge up though, 80 watts of wired charge or 50 watts of wireless charge is the way to do it. Charging up in about 25 minutes. This is my impressions after 4 days. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. If you have any questions about it, let me know down there as well. And while you're down there, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, do all that good stuff because that definitely helps me out. And what really impressed me so far, not only about the battery life, not only about the screen, but I just like all the customization that OnePlus gives you. And this is something that OnePlus has definitely been doing for a very, very long time. You can go in and you can really customize everything that you want to customize and make this your own type of phone. Make it different from any other phone that you might see out there. So you do have some nice always-on display options here that you can choose from. And there's a couple there that I actually like. I like the polar bear. That's actually pretty cool. I like the little fishies. And of course you can customize all the colors and you can do this and you can do that. The icons for all of your apps in the always-on display is something I think needs a little bit of refinement. Maybe give us some color there, maybe make them look a little bit more pleasing, but that's just a minor gripe. Definitely not something that I would really write off when it comes to this phone. And I like the icon packs. Again, you can download your favorite icon packs and you can change it right from within the settings option. And a lot of other manufacturers for some reason don't want you to change the icons. I actually like changing my icon packs pretty frequently. Just gives you a different type of feel and makes you think you have a new phone and all you did was switch out that icon pack. Changing the fonts, that's nothing new. You can go ahead and change these fonts right there. But there's a lot more to do when it comes to the OnePlus device, and I'm still going through all of these different settings, but I'm just going to give you some of my favorite here. Taking a screenshot is really easy. Just by putting 3 fingers down on the screen, you can quickly take a screenshot, and that makes it a little bit more convenient than pressing the power button and pressing the volume down. just kind of scroll down with 3 fingers and you can go in and you can edit and you can mark up and you can do whatever you guys want to do with your screenshots. So again, it's all about the customization. It's all about the little things, and OnePlus, you are doing all those little things right. One customization that I always do on my phones, if it's available, is turn on the data transfer rate. I think that's just kind of cool to see, and I'm really happy to see that OnePlus has left that in here. And you do have dual SIM support, either 2 nano SIMs or 1 eSIM and 1 nano SIM. One feature that I like and I use quite often when I'm walking around the streets of New York City, because I don't really want to do a lot of hand gymnastics when I'm going through about 1 million people through Times Square, is the one-handed mode. And you can see how easy that is. You just swipe down on the bottom there, and then you can access your apps and you can do what you need to do with one-handed mode. And you do get a few more tricks, like a floating window. So you can see here, you can put one app in your floating window. And if I want to open up, for example, a Chrome web page and do a little bit of a speed test, I have 2 apps running at the same time, and you can kind of just swipe that app right to the side. So when you want to come back to it, all you have to do is click on that tab. Let me show you that again. You just go ahead and swipe it to the right there. So I like the floating window aspect, and you also do have, of course, a split screen, which is really easy to get to. So let's stay within Brave. I'm going to do a split screen, then I'm going to open up Chrome. So here we are. We have 2 apps running at the same time, and this processor is super fast, super fluid, no hiccups on either one of these apps. So OnePlus, you're doing a really awesome job when it comes to the customization, when it comes to the optimization, if you will, of the Snapdragon processor. And of course, another little slide out feature of your favorite apps right on the side here, and a file dock that you can put in some of your favorite stickers. So you can get some images and you can put them there. So when you're in a text message, for example, and you just want to send someone maybe the call sign to have some drinks later, you can go ahead and throw in that little picture of a beer right into your message. So again, it's a nice phone with a lot of different customizations. I also like the alert slider on the OnePlus device. Other manufacturers, and I've said this from my initial OnePlus, I think it was my OnePlus 6 device, you guys need to get down with an alert slider. It just makes it very convenient to switch this to silent or vibrate in your pocket. It really is a convenience feature. You don't have to turn on your screen. You don't have to pull your phone out of your pocket to silence your device. The speakers get super loud, and that's another thing that I like about the OnePlus device, is just how loud the speakers are. When you get that notification tone, it definitely fills up the room. And the vibration haptics are awesome as well, some of the strongest that I've felt on an Android device, and even rivals that of my iPhone, believe it or not. Speakers, haptics, all very good. Now I don't want to make this video too long, guys, so I'm going to have a couple more videos coming out with the OnePlus device, but let's talk about the camera, because the camera is an area where I'm still kind of testing, and quite honestly, I'm still debating if it's really a good camera or not. So I'm going to show you some samples. You guys let me know what you think about these samples down in the comments below. But if you have some really nice light, this is going to hit it out of the park. Some of these photos really made me look and really made me say, wow, I think OnePlus has the complete package this year around. Shadows come through as intended. Night mode shots are really good, and it's not overly brightened or overly sharpened. Again, I think they're doing a nice job with the camera, a huge improvement from other generations. I'm still testing, so I'm not going to give my final thoughts right now. You guys let me know what you think about them down in the comments below. Another couple things that I'm not too sure about either. Number one, Android needs to really step up their game and give us a 3D map-in, super secure face unlock that you can use for all your banking applications, and you can unlock your phone in darkness or any type of lighting condition. This front-facing unlock is really good though, and it's very quick. I mean, sometimes I'm just picking up my phone from the couch and it's already unlocked. Now you can see I'm behind the camera, and it's unlocking it really, really quickly. Now again, in darkness, this is not going to work. You need a little bit of light in order for it to unlock. And it does a decent job, and you can see how fast it is. Definitely one of the faster face unlocks, but again, you can't use this for your banking apps. It's not a secure face unlock. I would like to see Android manufacturers here in the US bring us a more secure face unlock. That's just me, but in terms of unlocking your phone, it does the job, and it does it pretty well. In those dark times when the face unlock doesn't work, the fingerprint scanner does a nice job, and it's pretty fast as well. Let me just show you that a couple more times. No problems unlocking this phone, and you can see it already unlocked with my face, even though I'm from behind the camera. But let me just kind of show you that, tilt the phone away from me, and I'm trying my best. You can see how quick the fingerprint scanner unlocks. Very, very nice, very fast. Again, I just would like to see some sort of 3D scanning, some secure face unlock on Android devices. And it isn't IP68 water and dust rated either. It's IP65, so you're not going to be able to dunk this. If you get caught in a rain shower, not only will you still be able to use the screen, because yes, you can use the screen if it gets a little bit wet, but you'll also not have to worry about your phone getting damaged. But if you drop it in the pool, or let's be honest, in the toilet, it might not survive. At least it's not rated for that. In the past, OnePlus has stated they don't want to pay for that ingress rating, so it might survive, it might not. A decent IP rating right out of the box would have been a nice thing to have. But other than that, guys, in my first 4 days of usage, there's not much that I have to complain about. It's a very well-built phone. It's a phone that has customization for days. It's a phone that screams. And speaking of screaming, let me just show you really quickly. I did a test when I was out, and I just wanted to see how good these modems were. This is what I took over the weekend, and I did have dual SIM action going on over the weekend, but I did a speed test and I got 1.8 gigabits per second down, and that is absolutely insane. So the 5G modem in here is definitely on point, and it connects really fast. So if you're in the subway and you're going in between stations, by the time the train stops, you're already connected to your network. Some other phones out there struggle, and some other phones out there take a little bit of time to reconnect to your network. Another thing that I personally don't mind, but some of you might consider a little bit of a miss when it comes to OnePlus, is they didn't include any AI features. Now, as of this recording, OnePlus has said they are going to release some AI features in the Chinese market, and whether or not that comes to the global market, they haven't really said anything just yet. I would guess that they are going to bring it out after a couple months of testing. But quite honestly, guys, I don't miss any AI features in here other than maybe the call spam and screen option from the Pixel devices. I would like to see a OnePlus assistant be able to pick up some phone calls, give me a transcription, and let me know whether or not I should pick up that phone call. But in terms of the other AI features that might be on, say, the Galaxy S24 Ultra, I'm not going to use any of those features. I have a Pixel device, and I rarely use any AI features other than maybe Magic Eraser to get rid of some people from my photos. But again, that is being tested in the Chinese market. But I don't see that as a negative when it comes to the OnePlus 12. That's really it when it comes to the OnePlus 12. My initial thoughts, my initial impressions of this phone. So far, I'm super impressed with it. I think OnePlus has brought out an awesome device for 2024 so far. And if these cameras turn out to be somewhat special, this is going to be my daily driver for the long term. If these cameras turn out to be an absolute winner, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be the phone to get. If you want me to test anything, let me know down in the comments below. Really appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.